Well, it's been another good day. I hope you guys are doing great. How you guys doing? I am Emily Power, and I just want to say welcome to my channel. Welcome to everything we're doing here. I look forward to being remind you guys and just having fun, and picking it up good and just loving everything. This has been a good day. I'm just making little changes so I can go about my beautiful lesson. I have to go on about. And there we go. More settings. Well, guys, today I'm going to be talking about a few things. First and foremost, I'm talking about money and family. Money and family is a big deal, and we all know that. So I just want to make sure we are all caught up on that, and I think it's going to be one of those things where money will come play a bigger deal. I know it's a big deal in my family. I think it's a big deal in everybody's family. I wanted to explore it today. So just give me the opportunity to set everything up here, and we get to go rolling. It's been a hell of a week already, guys. Been a hell of a week, and everybody, if you didn't know, last week I was let go off my job, so I've been pushing through everything and trying to see how it all worked out. So that's what I've been doing. And it hasn't been the easiest time, but I've been adjusting just fine. I had the opportunity to speak with my counselor, right, which is critical. I had the opportunity to talk to her, and I was really excited to have the opportunity because it's been almost 2 months since the last time I saw her. And it's really good when you get to see people that you don't normally see. So I was really pleased with, having to see her and everything that went on. But we were able to talk a lot about what's going on. And I was pleased. We came down with some real tangible plans for me. And I was able to, let's just say, move forward with the system I have in place, right? And I am really excited for that. And I was able to lay out a visible plan, and I was able to set everything up right. And it was pretty amazing, to be honest. I like, even as a mental health counselor, a mental health professional, I actually like to be a part of that because I get to see things from my perspective, right? I get to see things from not only all the people's perspective, but I practice where I preach, pretty much, right? Uh, it is what it is. Like, you cannot pour from an empty cup. That's what we say in the mental health world, right? In the mental health field, you cannot pour from an empty cup, and this pretty much means like there is no way I'm going to go about, you know, working my way, trying to be of service to people, but not able to help myself, right? That doesn't work at all. Like that will never work, right? And I have the ability to just focus through and think through these things, and I get to lay it out with her. Now, that is so important, especially when you get in the mindset of pushing through, right? You cannot help it. I constantly push through. I constantly want to like see how far I can go. So because of that, I do a lot of reading, right? And there's no surprise there, right? So today we are talking about what? Money and family dynamics. Okay, money, family dynamics. So how are we gonna go about that, right? Let me see. Money and family, is a big deal for everybody, right? Big to everybody. There's no going around it. We all talk about it. We all like want to change it. We can't change it, right? We can't change it. There's nothing we can do about it. So we just have to push through it, right? Now, how do we go about that? That is the fun part today, right? That is actually the fun part of today. Let me see. So last yesterday I talked about my daily affirmation, right? Life happens for me, not life happens for me, right? Not to me, right? So life happens for me, not to me. And this is a great way to reframe our challenges, right? And in a positive way. And I'm interested to know though, what are some of you guys' positive affirmations? I got a lot of them, and some of them came from the army, and some of them came from what I'm doing, right? It came from the army, it came from my mental health field, and all of that, right? So tell me some of your positive mindset. Tell me some of you guys' affirmation that you are using to keep positive mindset. I want you guys to share in the comments, right? I want to see how it is. I want to see how everything is. Uh, Now, guys, this is my second time doing live this year. So be patient with me. I appreciate your time. I kind of want to see how everything is going. So give me a second. I got this is going to be good though. It's going to be good. So I'm just looking at different things right now. I want to see how all my system is set up. Let me see. Okay. Let me see. Everything should be going good. Yes, yes, yes. I'm just letting a couple people know that I'm live right now. I wanted to come and show up. Yeah, I wanted to kind of show up. I wanted to kind of see how everything is going, right? And I also kind of want to see how everything will play out in reality, right? I have no idea what you guys can see. I do want people to let me know that if you can see me and if they can hear me clear, if you can see me clear, put in the comment, just let me know. Um, I want to make sure I'm good, right? Because right now I'm not seeing anything. Um, I'm not seeing anything on my live right now. I know I'm live, but I'm not seeing anything when I click it. So let me see. Make sure everything is set up right. Yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy. It's like every time I move, I take a step, something comes back and just throw me off, right? So that's what I'm doing right now. But I digress. So let me jump back into the topic, right? Money and family. Family, they are the source of most of our joy, right? We love having family. But sometimes they bring up some pretty crappy feeling, right? They sometimes they bring up some stuff that we don't want to deal with. Sometimes it's not so joyful to be around family. So today I'm gonna try to keep it real. Okay, I'm gonna try to keep it real about those complicated family dynamics, and of course I'm gonna try to find the humor in this all. And I hope you guys can do the same. So we are going to dive into something interesting. An article I've been reading, two articles from Psychology Today, right? It got me thinking, and hopefully it will get you thinking too, right? Think about this life. Think about Emmett Empower Tribe as a safe space. Okay, let's break this down. Let's welcome everybody. Let's get involved, right? I want you guys to feel welcome. I want you guys to feel comfortable to give me constructive criticism so I can get better, right? Because I'm not perfect, right? I'm not perfect. So, fighting about money, that's a big deal, right? For many of us, that's a really big deal in our family. That's a really big deal everywhere we go. We fight about money. So, let's be honest. Who fight with their family or spouse about money? I do. I know I do for sure. Okay, but don't worry, guys. Okay, you are not alone. Like I said, I'm part of that, right? So it turns out, according to this article that I read, small money disagreement might be good for your relationship. See, I need to let my wife know this. Small money disagreement might be good for your relationship. Money is money conversation is never pretty in relationship. So, what do we think? What do we think about that? I want you guys to drop a thumbs up or a thumbs down emoji in the chat. Okay, what do you think? Do you guys think small disagreement about money is a good thing? So, according to the article, though, the key apparently is how and where you have these fights. How and where? Okay, anyone have family money meetings? I don't have family money meeting, right? My family, the kids are young, so I don't. We don't talk about money. My wife and I, we have money meeting all the time. Okay, but most people, those family money meeting turns into World War II. Okay, and if you have something like that, if your family is the kind of family that goes into full scale war about money, let us know in the comment. Okay, we want some of. I want some of the stories. Okay, because I know they're gonna be hilarious. So when my wife and I fight about money, it's usually involved me thinking about the future while she is present focused, right? Like she will be trying to solve a problem that she sees and I normally don't see. And that's just how things is. I don't see it. She sees it, right? She sees it and she's going to tell me, right? I'm in my own little world. I'm doing my own thing and she's planning for the future. She's planning for everything else. And I'm in my own lane, right? And I'm thinking about the future. What we're gonna do in the future. What we plan on doing in the future. That's what I'm looking at. She's looking at, hey, we got a problem right now we need to solve. And it's kind of hard for us to come together, right? For us anyway. And sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. But let's dig a little deeper, right? Why are money conversations so taboo in many families? Is it about shame? Is it about fears of being judged? I want to hear you guys talk in the chat, okay? Maybe there are some tips and tricks we can share to make this conversation a little smoother. Anything you got to help me, to help all of us. Remember, we are a community. We have to learn and grow together. Okay, so don't just keep that to yourself. Okay. For instance, right? Does your family have a history of overspending, or on the flip side, being extremely frugal. How can you approach money discussion with both sensitivity and openness to change that might be needed? Again, my wife and I like to have money just to have money. She like to spend money when she have money, but she can save money for something she wants to do. So for me, the key for working with her is essentially have a goal that she something she wants to accomplish, then work towards that. But that's how we save the money. Me, I just like to have the idea of having money. I'm frugal. I'm cheap. I really don't have any. I don't have any materialistic fiber in me. Okay, I don't care. Okay, I don't care about material thing. I don't need to be fancy. I don't need any of that. Okay, but that's not the case for everybody. Yeah, that's not the case for everybody. Some people, this is a huge, huge fight, and I don't get it though, because sometimes it's not even a big deal. It's not even a big deal, right? They're just fighting because they want to fight. They fight because they want to fight, and sometimes people don't want to. They don't want to give in, right? They want to make this into something personal, and that's one of the things that actually sucks. That's the thing that actually sucks, right? We go from talking about the issue to making it about us, right? And that is always a problem. Okay, when we make the problem, you're having about each other or ourselves. So let's strategies. Let's talk strategy, right? Do you find open-ended question help more than criticism? Do you have a designated safe space for these talks? Away from distraction, like big family dinner, tell us what works for you. For me, I tell you the absolute worst place to have it is in the store. The absolute worst place to have it is when you are already under stress. I like to plan for things way before I need them. Okay. I want to have my goals, future focus, and I want to make the decision now when the pressure is not on me. That's what I do. Okay. I don't like that conversation in the store. Never, never work. So don't do it. Okay. Don't do it at all. So, but again, your family dynamic will also affect how your family is. Okay. And that's the functional families. The next article I actually read, right? Well, it was a real eye opener. It talks about the five main types of dysfunctional families. Anyone sees a little of their own family in these descriptions. Remember that function can exist on a spectrum. There's no shame in recognizing some familiar traits. That's every family is crazy. Every family has skeleton in the closet. Every family have that one uncle or aunt that nobody wants to be around. We all have the screwed up. We all have and the angel. We all have the demon. We have cliques even in our family. We have close bonds. We have every family is a little nuts. Okay, every family is a little nuts, and we have a little bit of everything. So even if your family wasn't textbook dysfunctional, we can all pick up habits and patterns from our families, right? Some of those patterns might be hindering us without realizing it. Has anyone had the aha moment of how a family pattern played into their own struggles? I want you guys to feel free to share in the comment. I'm sharing because I want you guys to share. One of the big things about my family is, my wife and I know this is the family strategy, right? My dad normally just give us what we need, the bare minimum. Okay. The bare minimum, you get 25, $30 for shoes. And you're gonna have to add money to it to get it. On the flip side, my wife was raised where she worked for her money and she spent her money. There was no restriction. My dad collect everything, So the value of a dollar is very different from me and my wife. Okay, it's very very different. I'm not cheap, but I like to have money. Okay, so now an issue is how do we break those patterns? How do we start setting healthy boundaries? So it's not always easy. but it is incredibly important for our own well-being. Let's talk about some practical strategies we can implement. My wife and I will continuously do this, so this is an ongoing thing, right? See, some people you grew up with constant criticism, okay, and that criticism make you always feel like you are not good enough. So how can you start to counteract that inner critic because it comes from your family? Now it's in your head. Maybe you guys need to use some of my affirmation, okay? All you need to practice speaking kindly to yourself. Self-talk, right? I'm here to support you. We are all here to support others, okay? Remember, I told you guys, life happens for me and not to me. Okay, so anything that happens in my life is happening for my benefit. I know I'm pretty amazing. I'm pretty kind. I'm caring, right? I'm very, very caring. I'm very supportive. I'm very, very non-violent. Most important, I'm sweet. I'm loving, and I'm strong. Those are words of affirmation. Those that speak. That's how you speak kindly to yourself. You know, you can't call yourself screwed up. You can't call yourself the black sheep. None of that work. Okay. Now, all those negative self-talk in our head, it's easy for us to come up. So let's clean our palate after all this real talk. Let's reset a little bit, right? Let's talk about some funny family stories. Share your most ridiculous family vacation memories in the comments. The absolute craziest, but the crazier it is, the better. I want to laugh. You need to laugh. Okay. We all need some funny, funny jokes. Okay. I don't laugh very easy right now because my brain is focused on everything else. So let's play a quick game. I'm going to start a sentence and you guys will finish it in the comments. Example: you know you are from a chaotic family when, and we got to finish that. So that is one of them I got. You know you're from a chaotic family when a quick trip to the store inexplicably take 3 hours, and you secretly pack snacks because who knows what adventure awaits. Some family take trips randomly. They just get in the vehicle, they start going somewhere, and one thing you know, they're already on a family vacation. Okay. And if you know that and you're not part of that family, you got to pack lunch. My family can't do that. We have to plan. Okay. Second one, you know you're from a chaotic family when. Now, I got to see you guys one. I got to see you guys stuff in the comment. Okay. Everyone talks at the same time and somehow make complete sense. Or you have actually perfected the art of zoning out has background noises. Some people, everybody talk at the same time. And I know you Africans don't act like you're not. Half the time African and black people talk like we are fighting. If you're not part of the culture of the community, you will think there's a whole war going on, just a common conversation. It's about sports. They get very heated. Everybody get very animated, but that's just who we are, right? That is just who we are. Doesn't mean anything, but that's how we're talking. It's universal in our family. Okay. Number three, you know you are from a chaotic family when there's at least one person who always mysteriously running late. And you learn to tell actual time versus family time. We do that. Family time, actual time. But we also, in my household, we talk about American time or white people time versus African time. Okay, when we have gathering, when we have meetings, when we have these conversations, we literally have it to our African family. This is American time, not African time, because African time is at least 2 hours to 3 hours late. Okay, if you want to have a party at 6 o'clock, you tell the people it starts at 3. They will show up at 6. Okay, if you want to start at 6, you do not tell them it starts at 6. They will be there at 9 o'clock. Okay, that's just how it works. 2 to 3 hours late. So you have to be explicit. in the African community when you're talking about time. Okay, you push it to the left just to get people there on time, and you have to be clear. Okay, this is what we do. So number four, you know you are from a chaotic family when plan changes every 5 minutes before actually happening, and maybe you have mastered the art of going with the flow or getting really good at making excuses. I do a little bit of both. I tend to go with the flow, but I have a limited amount of time in public spaces, or I make excuses. I don't like to go out in public a lot. I find it to be extremely boring, and you know what? I'm not comfortable. So I will find every excuse to not go. My wife have to drag me out. Number five, you know you are from a chaotic family when holiday dinners involve at least one minor disaster. You know, somebody want to burn their house down because they're trying to do fried turkey. I know you guys have family that do that. Oh, how about that person that wants to talk about politics at the dinner table? Hmm? You know somebody like that? That's me. Okay. That is definitely me. Okay. I am definitely one of those people. Okay. And that is a problem, right? I constantly try to fix it, but politics is not something you talk about at the dinner table. Okay. But that's what my family do. That's what I do. I can't help it. Politics is fun. Politics is lively, and politics is actually exciting. You know, and anybody that don't talk about politics, I don't even know how you live. The whole world talk about politics, and you're over here talking about you're not political. I'm very political, and I want everybody to be. One, it make everything lively, it make everything fun, and I actually enjoy talking about stuff like this. So, sue me, okay? Now, I know you guys have some good stories to tell, okay? So, let's see. Share your funny family myths or superstitions. Do grandma's screen cure actually work, or are they hilariously fails? I will talk about some of the rituals, some of the superstitions, some of the things we do in Africa for all kind of stuff, like not wearing red during the thunderstorm because you're gonna get strike, mm? Or braiding grass, building like a cornrow in grass to have your family that will help your mom and dad forget about whooping your ass when you get home. Okay, we do a lot of those things, right? So healing and support. If any of this resonate with you or any of you guys on a serious level, again, you are not alone. There are resources to help you heal from family dysfunction. If you need support, here are some options. So, guys, I will never leave you hanging. Whatever we talk about, I will have resources to give you that's practical that you can implement and act on now. Therapists, I specialize in family dynamic. So, you want to go to a family therapist, right? A family therapist will help. Okay. Support group, in person or online. Okay. You want to join a support group? I encourage you to join the Emmett Empower Tribe. We will not only be online, but we'll be in person too over time. Okay? Books, an article on healing from trauma is everywhere, right? And remember, we can create our own chosen family too. The people say, is blood thicker than water? I don't know. Okay, is blood is the biggest determination of what a family is? I'm not so sure, right? It's a big deal, but I'm not so sure, right? So if your biological family is a source of stress, seek out those friends who love and support you unconditionally. Who's in your chosen family? Give them some love in the chat. You guys are all in my chosen family. My Emmett Empowered Tribe are the people that got my back. Okay? You guys have my back, and I'm proud. Okay? It pumped me up. It's already been 30 minutes. Well, so we started some good conversation. Some things are funny. I know you guys have a lot more funny stuff to talk about. And I hope most of you guys are feeling supported. See, family stuff is hard, but it can also be hilarious, okay? And it's a catalyst for growth. And it always makes you feel good. And of course, we get good stories from these family stuff, right? So don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, spread the word. Let's create a community where we can heal, laugh, and support each other through this wonderful, crazy, messy family life. Thank you guys all for your time. Again, thank you for your patience. I am just working out the bugs, I'm working out the kinks to improve this life. So stick with me. I will get you the real deal. Thank you all so much for your support. Thank you for your time. I want to encourage all of you guys to continue to subscribe. All right. And learn to heal and support others. Deuces, guys. Deuces, deuces. Have a great night. I will see you guys probably on Friday. Okay? Probably on Friday.